11th Hour on Radio Sri Lanka, the program that illustrates the rediscovery of the glitz and the glam of the nation's most prominent entertainers and eminent personalities from the corporate sector. Join us
on every Mondays
at 11 a.m. exclusively on Radio Sri Lanka, 97.4 and 97.6 FM island-wide. Very good morning to all our dear listeners who are tuned to Radio Sri Lanka, yet another 11th hour program. Certain business owners may wonder why they should be allocating a precious marketing budget toward PR for their business venture. The truth is, however, PR is a necessity and certainly a nice-to-have concept for today's enterprises. No matter what size the organization may be or the stage of growth the enterprise is in, every organization needs to foster good PR strategies, anticipating a positive success in their nurtured businesses. Nevindee Amarasinghe, founder, CEO at Good PR, is here with us on 11th Hour to share her insights regarding good PR for business. A very good morning to you.
A very good morning, Sabrina. Thank you for the invitation.
You're most certainly welcome, and I'm very inquisitive to inquire with regard to my very first question. PR could be considered as a process of maintaining a favorable image and building beneficial relationships between an organization and the public communities. Unlike advertising, which tries to create favorable impressions through paid messages, public relations does not pay for attention and publicity. Please speak to us more with regard to this.
Yes, talking about public relations, it's mainly managing reputation with the public, your stakeholders and different target audiences. So not like advertising, it's quite different and very sensitive because unlike advertising, we don't pay for space. We get it through the editor's rapport and through the publisher's rapport. So there's a lot of rapport building here. And like I said, it's very sensitive. So when you're trying to create a positive image, we need to ensure that we are carving the right message to your audience.
Fantastic. PR offers an excellent tool set for generating attention whenever there is something newsworthy that marketeers would like to share with customers, prospective customers, etc. So, could you please illustrate to us the PR techniques for public image building and when exactly, in which phase, should establishments use PR?
If you talk about big companies, let's say multinational companies, they do already know the game of PR. Mm-hmm. They know when to use an article, when to get an interview, when to do their social media marketing, which is also a part of the PR technique these days. It's mainly targeting the social crowd who's online, digital PR. So I'll talk about it, but before that, let's talk about the tools now. People believe public relations is just getting an article done and running it on a newspaper, but that is not right. Press releases, that comes under press releases, which will be written, let's say, through your own, maybe a writer, and then we can also get a journalist to write your article. You can do interviews. And when you talk about digital PR, it is also not the social media post that we share on the social media platforms. It is mainly the activities that you run. Let's say even the interview right now falls under public relations because it is, generating awareness. It is talking to your target audience. So through digital, we can actually publish articles online on websites, which is actually a very big tool these days and very cost effective. So there are many things you can do online plus offline.
Certainly, very interesting. True. Moving on to my final question, Nevindee. PR is the management function which evaluates public attitudes, identifies the policies and procedures of an individual or an organization with public interest. Do you agree with this statement?
To a certain extent, I can say it is true. because we can actually evaluate and get to know a lot of things. Now, for instance, if you see a PR article on a newspaper, you certainly believe that information because there's a lot of credibility built. Let's take, if you not name, let's say, newspapers, you have the national newspapers, you say, in this particular paper, you saw this article, then you tend to believe that news. You say, okay, there's a positive image, we need to certainly believe it. So there are a lot of things that, we can come into a conclusion in terms of individuals and organizations through the messages that go out.
It's sad that we have to conclude the program. PR is not just an article, simply published for attention. That was a very interesting statement, Nevindee, to sum up what PR you see through your lens. And also, credibility with authenticity can be created only through the right PR team. I'm sure you'll agree with me.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for being a part of 11th Hour, and thank you so much for connecting.
Thank you very much, Sabrina.